In 1996, Jensen Huang walked into a boardroom to commit suicide. Corporate suicide. His company NVIDIA was 30 days away from bankruptcy. They had no money left in the bank. They had a product that didn't work, and they had a massive contract with Sega that they couldn't fulfill. He had two choices. He could lie, he could fake progress, take the money, and try to survive another month. Or he could tell the truth, admit failure, and almost certainly die. He chose the truth. He looked the CEO of Sega in the eye and said, "We have failed, the architecture is wrong, we are stopping. But if you don't pay us anyway, we will go bankrupt." It was insane, it should not have worked, but it did. The CEO was so shocked by his honesty that he gave him the money. That check kept the lights on for 3 months. In those 3 months, they built the chip that saved the company. Today, NVIDIA is worth $2 trillion, but most of you never get to the $1 trillion mark. You never even get to the first dollar. Because you quit the moment you hit the first wall. You are sitting there right now with no capital, no product, and a head full of fear. You think you can't start because you don't have resources. Jensen Huang proves that resources don't matter. Resourcefulness does. Today, I am handing you the survival guide of the man who stared death in the face and won. This is how to build an empire when you have absolutely nothing. The first lesson starts in a place you wouldn't expect. A Denny's diner, 1978. Jensen Huang wasn't a tech genius yet. He was an immigrant kid washing dishes. He was shy, he was awkward, he had zero connections. But he made a decision at that Denny's that defined his entire life. He decided he would be the best waiter in the history of that restaurant. He didn't treat it like a minimum wage job, he treated it like a high-performance sport. He memorized the menu, he optimized how he carried plates. He studied the customers like data points. He said, "I never looked at my watch, I never thought about going home, I just wanted to do the job perfectly." Here is where you are getting it wrong. You are waiting for the big opportunity to start trying. Once I get funding, I'll work hard. Once I get a client, I'll be professional. That is a lie. You don't get the big opportunity until you master the small one. If you are working a job you hate right now to fund your dream, that isn't a distraction. That is your training ground. If you can't wash dishes with excellence, you cannot run a company with excellence. How you do anything is how you do everything. So stop looking for a better view, start scrubbing the floor you're standing on. That is step 1 of survival. The second lesson is about the death clock. The reason you haven't started is because you are terrified of looking stupid. You are scared of the mistake. Let's go back to 1996. Why did Jensen tell the truth to Sega? Because he understood a principle that most founders miss. When you have zero leverage, radical honesty is your only weapon. Most young entrepreneurs try to fake it till they make it. They lie about their team size. They lie about their revenue, they lie about their capabilities, and when the pressure hits, they crumble. Jensen teaches us the concept of intellectual honesty. If something isn't working, admit it immediately. If you don't know the answer, say it immediately. Painful news does not get better with age. If Jensen had waited another week to tell Sega, NVIDIA would be dead. The only reason he survived is because he killed his ego before it could kill his company. So if you are broke, admit it, use it. If you are inexperienced, admit it, lean into your hunger. Authenticity buys you time, lying costs you everything. The third lesson answers the question everyone asks me. What business should I start? Should I do dropshipping? Should I do an agency? What is making money right now? Jensen Huang thinks this is the stupidest way to build a business. In 2006, he made a move that baffled Wall Street. He created CUDA. He spent billions of dollars allowing his chips to be used for science and supercomputing. Nobody asked for this. Gamers didn't care. Investors hated it. It crushed their profits for 10 years. But Jensen wasn't looking at demand. He was looking at inevitability. He saw a $0 billion market. He knew that eventually computers would need to solve problems, not just display pixels. He saw AI coming 15 years before ChatGPT existed. He didn't chase the market. He waited for the market to come to him. Here is the lesson: don't build for today, build for 5 years from now. If you chase trends, you are competing with millions of other people doing the same thing. If you build for the future, you have no competition. You don't need to be a visionary genius to do this. Just ask yourself, what is boring, difficult, and essential? Go build that. While everyone is trying to be an influencer, go build the infrastructure they rely on. While everyone is chasing quick cash, go build a skill that takes a decade to master. The final lesson is the most important, and it is the one you are not going to like. You want this to be easy, you want the passive income, you want the hack. Jensen Huang has a message for you. Last year, a student at Stanford asked him, "How can we be as successful as you?" Jensen looked at these privileged, smart students and said, "I wish upon you ample doses of pain and suffering." The room went silent. He explained that greatness is not born from intelligence. Greatness is born from character, and character is formed by suffering. NVIDIA was built on pain. They almost died 3 separate times. Their stock dropped 80% more than once. Every single year was a war. And Jensen says that pain is their superpower. Because when you are used to near-death experiences, nothing scares you. Most of you quit the moment it gets uncomfortable. You post 3 videos, get 0 views, and you quit. You send 10 emails, get rejected, and you quit. You treat pain as a signal to stop. Jensen treats pain as data. If it hurts, it means you are growing. If it's scary, it means the competition is too weak to follow you. If you are broke right now, if you are struggling, if you are lost, good, that is your advantage. The people with easy lives will fold when the economy turns. You won't. You are already used to the fight. So here is the Jensen method to survive with nothing. 1. Master the work in front of you. Excellence is a habit. 2. Be intellectually honest. Kill your ego before it kills your business. 3. Don't chase trends. Build for inevitability. 4. Eat the pain. Jensen Huang didn't build a $2 trillion company because he was destined to. He built it because he refused to die. He refused to be a mediocre waiter. He refused to let the Sega deal kill them. He refused to let the market dictate his vision. He took the hard road every single time. You have the same hardware he did, a brain, time, and the capacity to suffer. The roadmap is right in front of you. Are you going to walk it? Or are you just going to watch another video? It's time to build.